Now, don't get me wrong. It wasn't his looks that made me catch the feels. Yes, I'll admit, his looks were the cause of the insta-lust. But I'm not going to lie and say I don't want to climb him like a monkey climbs a tree, because I do. But his looks weren't what made me fall in love with him. No, that was purely his personality. You see, my man crush Monday is a geek. A 100% bona fide geek. And it turns me on more than anything. Geeks and nerds have always been my thing. I've always been attracted to the smart, dorky guys who are into Star Wars or Dungeons and Dragons. If a guy talks to me about astrophysics or can tell me random facts about history or how they put the bubbles into cream soda, I'm putty in their hands. Hello, Major Tony Stark fangirl here. And my crush, this hot dork who gets on my train every other Monday, is about as close to Tony Stark as I'll likely ever get. I grip the handrail and lean out, scanning the platform. More hurried people jump on the train, and I anxiously scrutinize the crowd, looking for him. My eyes flick to the platform clock. 8:07 a.m. The train is to depart at 8:09 sharp. He's cutting it close today. A ball of disappointment settles in my chest when I realize with a jolt that he's not coming today. Bugger. I'm on holiday from the weekend. 2 blissful weeks of lions and late nights. I prepared myself not to see my crush while I was off, but because he only boards the train every other week, if he doesn't turn up today, it will be pushing 4 weeks that I won't clap eyes on him. This is a disaster. It's 8:07 a.m. and my day is officially ruined. As if my thinking about him makes him appear, he bursts through the ticket barrier at the end and runs, newspaper tucked under his arm, briefcase thumping wildly against his leg as he pelts toward the train. He looks up. His eyes meet mine, and he raises a hand in greeting. Or maybe it's not a greeting. Perhaps it's a don't leave without me gesture. But I take it the other way. Small wins. I smile and playfully roll my eyes, and he grins the cutest smile ever and climbs on board at the other end of the long train, just as my walkie crackles to life with instructions. I sigh, happily. My disappointment dispersed. Day officially unruined. Once the train is safely on the move, I set about the other part of my job, ticket collecting. I start at the front and work my way to the back, to him. The job is old hat now. I could do it in my sleep. When I first started, the motion of the train made me feel nauseous, and I'd wobble on my feet, almost falling over passengers' bags they'd carelessly left in the aisles. Not anymore, though. I'm like a ballerina, traipsing down the carriage like a swan gliding on water. Practice makes perfect. I greet the passengers with my usual cheery smile, a little bit of chit-chat to the regulars and a few snippets of information about London for the obvious tourists. When I step into the last carriage, I see he's chosen a seat facing front at the far end. I chew on my lip, absent-mindedly selling another ticket as I discreetly let my eyes glide over him. He's chatting to an older guy next to him, and I see he's already given away his newspaper. I smile to myself and hand a young teenage couple their change before moving on to the next passenger. The old guy seated next to him laughs at something, and I smile inwardly. My crush is one of those people you could drop into a room full of strangers, and within 10 minutes, they'd be ordering a sharing platter, and he would be in their wedding. The light slants in from the window, bouncing off his hair in a way that makes my fingers itch to reach out and run a hand through it. I bet it's soft, like silk. He shrugs and takes a gulp of the disgusting train tea he purchased from the refreshments cart. I watch his Adam's apple bob in his throat as he swallows.